Hey guys, Justin here, and today I'm going to TLDR another blog post from the development team for iRacing, today going over the dirt racing refresh with a couple notes about the oval racing refresh. We finally got an estimated release time for the dirt refresh, which was just initially said to be soon, but now they're saying it's going to ship in June, and they're usually pretty good about releasing those on time, so only a couple months away, that sounds good to me. But what does the dirt racing refresh include of? So this is broken into various different parts, with the first being tracks. It seems overall they are going for a bigger variation in racing and unpredictability in racing on dirt to try to mirror real life a little better. So the first thing they did was updated the water content in the soil to have greater differences between fresh and dry. And then the next thing they did was they updated the relationship on dirt surface to allow more of the in the track feel. Now I don't know exactly what that means, maybe some dirt guys can help me out here, but it seems like maybe some grooves will start feeling a little more real. They also updated the variation between track wear and track prep so that there's going to be a larger gap now between a low wear track and a high wear track. They're also going to add track bumps through dirt and water variation, so some races will be smooth or at least relatively smooth. They say that everything that is going on now is relatively smooth, but then some races may have more rigid and bumpy surfaces. The bumps will vary from session to session with the goal of making each race more unpredictable. Another thing to make race sessions more unpredictable is introducing water variation scaling. They are now modeling gravity in regards to how wet the track is on certain parts, so think about higher parts of the track may be drier than lower parts due to water seeping. And it seems like they also added some virtual water truck type thing to be able to vary what the wetness is depending on the temperature and really between race to race. Moving on to the vehicle section, their first point is that every regular oval car seems to have been tuned to be working better on dirt, and hopefully this really fixes the wall riding issue that the NASCAR cars were having on pretty much every dirt track. And then the next thing, which seems like the biggest thing in my opinion, is that tire wear was introduced into the dirt tire model and independently tuned per vehicle. So that means that there's going to actually be tire saving in dirt races now. This will really add some spice and some variation into the dirt races, especially the longer ones. And then finally, there are some general sound improvements and updates. In terms of the damage model, it seems that there have been new damage models made for the super late model, the pro late model, and the limited late model. And another cool small feature they did was the ability for hosted races to disable virtual mirror in their dirt sessions, so that will make it so that hardcore dirt racing leagues can force people to not use any mirrors at all and make it more akin to dirt racing in real life. And then finally, the last thing that will be released is just some bug fixes, but they do say that Dirt AI is in the works and that it'll be released as soon as they're able to overcome some technical hurdles. And iRacing also confirmed that Kern County is coming later this year, and that will come with two configurations, one for a dirt oval and one for a pavement oval. And speaking of pavement oval, they actually talk a little about the oval refresh as well, and they say that has similar goals to dirt with no real time frame yet. I think that they're going to start really ramping that up once the dirt refresh is out, and that the goal of that is to really improve the multi-groove racing experience in oval. And finally, a little note about the new rain and weather system that's still on track to be released this year, and that they think it will bolster the service as a whole, but mostly on the road side of things. So they actually on the road side of things also talk about how they do a little tour of Italy this week, and they scanned a couple tracks including Misano and Mugello. But that's it for the TLDR. Are you guys excited for the dirt racing refresh? Are you going to try out dirt if you haven't yet? And if you're a dirt racer, are you excited for this refresh? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all on the track.